What's in it for Filipino businesses, workers, and technology developers? That's the question raised by groups as the Philippines and the U.S. work towards a Pax Silica agreement. Chess Sulit is on the phone for the details. Check, go ahead.
My development think tank, Ibon Foundation, has laid out non-negotiable components for the Pax Silica Initiative Agreement. At today's Kapihan Forum in the Manila Prince Hotel, Ibon Foundation Executive Director Sonny Africa said the government should assert that Filipino firms and manufacturers must be prioritized in the large-scale project, rather than the volume of investments or exports. Africa said Pax Silica's success should be measured by the growth of Filipino-owned industries. He adds that the administration must also include a mandate allowing technology transfer.
Sabi natin, 5 years, kailangan marunong may isang Pilipinong negosyante, marunong mag-print ng circuit boards. In 15 years, kailangan may Pilipinong negosyante, kaya na mas advanced testing and packaging. In 20 years, dapat may Filipino firm na nakakapag-design na ng semiconductors. In 25 years, yung technology na ginagamit sa semiconductors, meron na ng design, hindi lang design capacity, may technological capacity ang Pilipino na gawin yan.
And third, Africa said the government must ensure the Advanced Development Zone complies with environmental policies and community safeguards. For Africa, without these clauses, the Pax Silica initiative could only benefit foreign entities rather than serve national interest.
Magiging America First Agreement for trade, America First for investment, at hindi naman tinatawag ng US. Sabi ng US, may Pax Silica. Bakit? Kasi gusto namin palakasin ang aming supply chain sa semiconductors. So, ba't tayo magpapauto sa ganong klase mga pangarap na wala yung konkretong hakbangin na may pakinabang ang Pilipino negosyante, Pilipinong industriya, at Pilipinong teknolohiya?
Computer Professionals Union Chairperson Ian Aragoza, meanwhile, cast doubt on whether Pax Silica can generate approximately 200,000 high-quality jobs, appealing to Filipino tech developers and engineers. Aragoza said the government should instead focus on training and upskilling Filipino engineers and data scientists who often find better opportunities abroad.
If you look at the industries na linilista nila, rare earth mineral processing, AI data centers, most of those, hindi naman sila malaki mag-employ ng direct or indirect jobs, no? Hindi natin ina-expect na abot ng, let's say, best case, 200,000 AI engineers in the Philippines, no?
Both Aragoza and Africa are hoping that the government would give a clearer picture of the agreement before the expected formal deal between the U.S. and the Philippines closes in November. That's the latest from my end. Back to you, Mai.
Che, how should the government then address the issue of industrialization and other issues raised in this surrounding this Pax Silica initiative?
Africa and Aragoza said that the Philippines has been exporting semiconductors for decades, but the system still remains concentrated in lower value activities. So they're hoping that project proponents should prioritize Filipino manufacturers first and ensure the technology transfer so that the Philippines can move up the value chain. They also want the initiative to comply with environmental policies, including the consumption of water and electricity, as well as protect workers and the affected communities surrounding the area. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Chess Sulit, reporting.